Well, intriguing 9-event program is set down for decision at Club Menangle on Tuesday afternoon. I thought there was 5 suitable investments on the card. They all commenced with the letter B, commencing in race 2 with Beauty Play for Peter Rickson, to be driven by his son Will. Now, Beauty Play has had 4 starts for 2 placings. This 2-year-old filly hasn't started since April when she was involved in the Bathurst Gold Crown Carnival. The 2 trials have been very good, and I thought from a good draw in an open event that Beauty Play was worth the gamble in this particular event. So Beauty Play for Peter Rickson, and of course his son Will taking the reins. Over to race 4, and belonged to Lou, finished second here last week. Newcomer to the Jack Trainer stable, led and fought on very gamely over the concluding stages, was nabbed in the final stages by Blue Ocean, so I thought belonged to Lou with the experience here now at Club Menangle would be very hard to beat in this particular event. However, there is a proviso. Polka Delight, a newcomer from New Zealand for Kerry Ann Morris, has the sandy form back home in New Zealand, hasn't trialled, but if there is money for Polka Delight, I would suggest you follow the trail, maybe back one, save on the other. Right, over to race 5, and I thought Brook Smart Dancer, despite the fact that he has drawn wide, was a suitable investment. Now, Brook Smart Dancer, trained by Ashley DeLosa, and this particular fella has been placed in his past 2 Menangle outings. Last time out for his second, beaten 19 metres by Just Desi, who is a very talented performer. Now, Brook Smart Dancer raced without cover, and he wasn't disgraced by the margin. The run was a lot better than it may look on paper. So Brook Smart Dancer, the tip in race 5. Over to race 6, the Paul Fitzpatrick trained Bodine Western resuming from a spell. And this former WA pacer won first up for Paul at Goulburn back in June. He trialled twice leading into that particular run. Both efforts were outstanding, and he's won another trial, Bodine Western, in readiness for his upcoming preparation. He's drawn nicely. I think Bodine Western will certainly give a very bold showing in race 6 on the card. Well, we go over to race 9 and number 8, Bo Chisholm, the on-top selection in this particular event for Peter Russo. Last week, Bo Chisholm was certainly in the market and was expected to go very close to winning. However, being drawn wide, he got caught deep, drifted back into a rearward position, then went up on the pegs to settle 4 back throughout the running of the race. Got a clear run over the concluding stages, hit the line nicely when beaten 9 metres and running third behind the long shot Glengarry Rose. Better luck in running this time around, and I think Bo Chisholm will run a very bold race in the final event on the card. So they're my 5 specials for the Menangle meeting. And on the subject of Peter Russo, he was telling me last week that his outstanding youngster Mahomes is about 3 or 4 weeks off from going to the trials, and that means that Mahomes will be ready to race in about 5 to 6 weeks, about the same time as his namesake Patrick Mahomes will be stepping out for a new season of the NFL with the Kansas City Chiefs. So we're more likely to see both Mahomes, the racing version, and the champion NFL player, both in action around about the same time in the first week of September. Well, that's my thoughts for the Club Menangle meeting. Until next time around, continue to stay safe and good punting.